You mentioned my own work about animals, but you also told me that your next book is going to be about non-human animals. So I'm curious, and I'm sure many of our listeners will be curious as to what it is in particular that you're going to write about. What do you have to say in that area?
Thank you for that. And thank you for the inspiration for many, many years. And the idea is that we're seeing cascades of focus on welfare, and they're rising and rising, and the reasons are identifiable. One is that every time one person comes out of a closet and says, I care about animal welfare, they amplify a signal by which they are themselves influenced, and the volume rises. So just as we've seen, an attack on affirmative action in the United States and the rise of #MeToo all over the world. Something like this we're seeing in place after place after place with respect to animal welfare. The second point is that as it gets easier to act on the basis of one's moral convictions, people do it more. And it's increasingly easy not to eat meat, to engage in activity which is conducive to animal welfare. That is something which needs to be amplified and visible, and it's connected with a bunch of behavioral strategies for change. Learning about animal suffering and cruelty is something that people don't want to do because it will make them distressed and maybe make them change their behavior. But we have some very cool data suggesting that the people who least want the information are often most likely to change contingent on getting it. And that's a real opportunity.
Well, thank you. I look forward to that. And I'm sure your voice will amplify that critical mass that we need to build of people who think like that. And of course, who are prepared to listen to the information and act on it. And as you say, everybody who joins it does make it easier for the next one. That's certainly true.